Hey guys, I'm back with the last 2 episodes of The Umbrella Academy. I'm super excited to see how the story is going to wrap up. Unfortunately, my dad did give me a spoiler that 3 is still alive in this episode, so they save her somehow. But I think that's really it. And then any other stuff I know is that I know from reading the comics. So I just couldn't remember. I just didn't remember 3's death, which makes sense because she's not dead. Last episode, we had Vanya exploring her powers and Allison going to go check on Vanya, and then we got Allison's story with her daughter and, you know, what happened there and how she hasn't used her power in a really long time, and she was begging her sister, don't make me do this. And when she did, Vanya, out of anger, slit her throat, which apparently he doesn't die from. But yeah, and it turned out that Allison, when she was really little, was told by the monocle to tell Vanya that she thought she was ordinary. So, and then Vanya blamed her for that. And we learned that Pogo and Grace knew about the monocle killing himself and helped him in that. Yeah, I'm just really excited to see what happens. So this is my reaction to The Umbrella Academy Season 1, Episode 9, Changes. So she couldn't control her powers.
Hi, number 7. I'm your new nanny, Mrs. Cornwallis. Number 7.
Is she just killing all of them?
I am your new nanny. Number 7. Hello, number 7. My name is Grace, and I'm your new nanny.
And that's why Grace was created? Yeah, I'd be freaked out if I was a kid. So Grace was made because number 7 was killing all the nannies.
Don't worry, we're a team now. Why would they be coming for me?
Good.
You killed Alice. I lost control.
You still killed her.
Everything just happened so fast. I'll explain it to them. I'm the only one on your side.
Oh my god, shut up, Leonard. He's manipulating her to have her stay by his side. Go against her siblings. I want to know why they couldn't just
I don't think she's breathing.
Can 3 teleport people? Or, 5.
One of you will need to deploy.
I will. I'm doing it. I'm afraid that's not possible, dear boy. Your blood is more compatible with mine.
Hey, don't sweat it. I got this, big guy. I love meat.
Master Klaus, your blood is, how shall I say this, too polluted.
I was gonna say.
I'll do it. Stick him.
Sobriety is overrated. Look where it's gotten me.
Where has it gotten me? I can't talk to the person I love. People still don't take me seriously.
Life is hard. Bad things happen. Good people die.
Wow, playing the dead card again? Huh? You need new material, bro.
I was talking about Dave. You're better than that. And Dave, you knew it too.
Don't do it, Klaus.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Psych! Ow.
He can
Just Patrick Swayze, man. How did you do that?
I didn't. You did. I think.
Are they bringing in his telekinesis into the show? Oh my god, I thought for a second, okay, that was great. Okay, I need to write that down before I forget.
You guys count me out. I kind of feel like this is a whole lot of pressure for a newly sober me.
You're coming.
No. I mean, I think we can all agree that my power is pretty much useless. I'd just be holding you guys back. You can't make me.
Oh, she's gonna find the notebook.
He put you in one of those pills. It wasn't to help you. It was to hold you back. I'm the only one who ever accepted you for who you really are. They went along with him every step of the way.
They didn't know. They were children.
Allison is hurt. You're sick. I'm not the one who tried to kill you. I need to go. What have they ever done for you? I did this for you. Stay away from me! You were in danger. Stop it! Less than ordinary! Stop it!
That's a full power. Oh, that looks cool though. Like visually, you know. I don't mean like, you know what I mean. Okay, I thought Peabody lived and he was like the conductor or something. He was the conductor from somewhere else. Oh no, Cha-Cha.
He left me. Shoot him.
No, they found him.
Statement of the year.
Did they just say no sign of Vanya? Oh wait, they don't know yet.
But who killed him? Who did this?
I have a crazy idea. Crazy, but why don't we find Vanya and ask her what happened?
She didn't get to talk. It's too early to tell.
Her power relies on
She's
talking
still
to them.
with us. You're the last person I would trust here.
Don't say that.
I'm not going anywhere.
I was Pogo. Just seeing the hurt on Pogo's face.
Realize that if you were actually sober.
Hey, I am sober. I've been sober for almost 2 days now.
Yeah, 2 days.
Feels like 45 years. Well, I guess we're both fighting our addictions, and
I'm not an addict.
they are. You're addicted to a drug called the apocalypse. You're wrong. First sign, denial.
You and I were not the same.
I've seen that look.
I think we really did it. I think we actually stopped the apocalypse.
You made one for her. Hazel.
You talk to my sister. If not, would you like a margarita? Well, stop. You know, before you kill him, you might want to hear what he has to say.
Help stop the apocalypse.
The apocalypse is over.
Really? All right.
I don't know, but Cha-Cha has the donut girl.
I mean, think about it like this. If you never time traveled, you never got caught up with the handler, well, what happened?
You would have grown up in a very dysfunctional home.
Grown up to be an emotionally stunted man child like everybody else around here.
I'm done with this life.
Oh, he's gonna clear Diego's name.
Lost of your father's secrets to come to light.
Is it really the last secret though?
He wanted a fresh start, and he happened to have in his possession the one thing that could do our family a little good. So it's time to move on.
I didn't expect Diego to.
Suit yourself. Girlfriend Patch. What you like about her?
Cute butt, nice legs.
Anything a little more profound than that?
She believed in people, no matter how much shit and filth she saw on the streets.
So Pogo told them.
This is your home.
Are they gonna try to lock her up? Is he gonna try to kill her? No. They're locking her up. Soundproof room.
Locked up our sister because you think she has power.
So I know she does. Pogo told me. This is Vanya we're talking about, our sister. The one who always cried when we stepped on ants as kids.
Yeah, I know. I know it's difficult to accept.
It's not difficult to accept. It's impossible to accept.
No, he's right. Look, we can't keep her locked up without proof.
Why don't we just open the door and ask her?
No, she's not going anywhere. No, even if you're right, she needs our help.
For all we know, she might be struggling with this new power. I mean, it must be scary, terrifying, really, to discover that you can do something that you never thought you could do.
Let her go. You're making it worse by locking her up. Oh no. Push the chair off to the side so she doesn't fall in. Girl, throw yourself to the side so you don't fall backwards. The commission. The commission lady. She get a new body or something? Or she like a robot too or something?
Certainly screwed.
So they are gonna give Klaus his telekinesis. Oh my god, are you putting Dolores back? Is he breaking up with Dolores?
I'll never forget you, Dolores.
He just broke up with Dolores, and I feel really sad about that.
Did you give that mannequin something new to her? She likes sequins.
The ladies were like, what?
You know,
Said that they'd lock you.
you've always known.
She's using her own heartbeat as noise to be able to break out of there. But that's some really strong soundproofing, so she probably could hear her own. Is she gonna be in costume? I don't know. She got her eyes. Okay, so that was episode 9 of the Umbrella Academy. So we got to see Vanya's backstory. So we saw ever since she was little, she really couldn't control her powers. Either that, or she just had the tendency to, like, you know how a kid throws a tantrum when they're like have to do something they don't want to. She would do that, but with her powers, and she ended up killing all her nannies. And that's why the Monocle and Pogo made Grace, because we saw her like throwing Grace back, and Grace just got back up because, you know, she's a robot. Like, she's not human, so Vanya couldn't kill her. We got Leonard trying to manipulate her into going against her siblings, and she didn't want to because she loves her siblings and she cares for them. But he, you know, was saying all these things to get into her head and started yelling at her and stuff, and she ended up killing him. And visually it looked really cool with all like the knives and forks and stuff stuck in him. That looked pretty cool, at least to me. We got Allison's alive. She damaged her voice, so I don't know what's going to happen with that, because, you know, her voice is her power. She can't rumor people if she can't talk to them. We got Luther not trusting Pogo and Grace because of them knowing about his dad and about Pogo knowing about his space mission thing. And I feel really bad because, like, they've said before how, like, Pogo is the one person they trusted above everything, and I feel really bad because Pogo, like, really cares for them all and stuff, and I just like Pogo. And I was sad that he was sad. Hazel arrives and just knocks on the door, and he's like, he wants to help stop the apocalypse. One is like, well, Peabody's dead, you know, we found the guy that owns the Ave. He's dead. That was the last mission Hazel and Cha-Cha needed to protect him. Well, he's dead, so I guess the apocalypse is done, but it's not. At least I don't think it is. So Diego is trying to kill Hazel for killing Patch, and even though it was Cha-Cha that pulled the trigger, still he was angry at that. And 5 helped Hazel get away and be like, you know, be done with this, do your life, whatever you want, you know, it's over. Diego woke up and he still wanted to go after them, but 5 told him, you know, why did you like Patch? Like, he was like, because she still believed the good in people, and he kind of convinced him to not go after them, which was like my heart, because that's probably what a Patch would have wanted, because now 5 got the guns, so they can match the guns and see that it wasn't Diego that killed Patch, so they can clear his name. Hazel goes back to the hotel, and Cha-Cha has Agnes tied up, and I think, was it like a thing of acid or what was it? I don't know what it was, but she was going to drop her in there, they get into a fight, and she's about to fall, and then the commission steps in, and the lady, like, I don't know, I guess she got a new body. You know how, like, 5 was asking for a new body in the other episode? I guess she got one. She was, like, broken here, or maybe she's not, like, maybe she's a cyborg, like Grace or something. I don't know, but she's there, she's alive. And they, we don't know what happened with her. They just kind of stopped it before Agnes fell, so I'm guessing she's going to try to cut a deal to save Agnes and get Hazel on her side again. I don't know. Or maybe they don't want Hazel and Cha-Cha on their side anymore because they apparently screwed up big time their mission. We got Klaus wanting to take his drugs again and, you know, be numb again, everything, and Ben ended up trying to punch him, and it actually hit him, and Klaus is very confused. And Ben was like, you did that. And I'm guessing that's how they're bringing in Klaus's telekinesis into the show. Because in the comics, he levitates and he has telekinesis. So I'm guessing that's how they're doing it now that he's sober enough. And then calling back to the words that his dad told him, that he didn't even scratch the surface of his potential because, you know, he just chose to, like, drink and do drugs and stuff. And it was holding back his powers. So now he knows he can do that. And at the end, we got him and Ben trying to do it again, I guess, playing patty cake, I think it's called, so that Klaus can work with that new power. Pogo revealed the secret about 7. 7 went to the house, but they put her in there, and then we see Klaus and Diego against the idea of having her in there. And Luther, like, he's like, well, she did this to Allison. I felt it, her power, when he was trying to, like, knock her out. I mean, I get that, you know, she has the power now, but talk to her first. Tell her about what you found out, that she's in danger, and help her through it, like Diego and Klaus were saying. And Klaus could relate, because he was like, it must be scary discovering you have a power that you didn't know about, because that's exactly what's happening to him, and he doesn't know what's going on. So he kind of relates to Vanya in that way. And Diego and Klaus don't want her locked up in there, and then 3 comes and asks to have her let go. And so Allison doesn't want her locked up in there either, so it's kind of just like Luther trying to make everyone, locking her in there, which is a really, really bad decision, and as we saw. So I'm hoping that Vanya kind of notices that Allison, Klaus, and Diego didn't want her locked in there, that it was mostly Luther following his dad's orders as per usual, which I really hate. He will follow whatever his dad says, even after all the crap he knows about his father. He is still following his dad's orders to have her locked up, and it's a big mistake because it's only angering her more. And we saw that at the end, where she uses, I'm guessing, her own heartbeat, because if you soundproof enough, eventually it'll be negative and you can hear sounds that you wouldn't normally be able to hear, if that makes sense. Because I know there's like a place somewhere where people can't be in that room too long because it's so soundproof that you could feel your blood you can hear your blood flowing through your body, and it like makes people crazy. So like imagining Vanya in that situation, it's making her crazy. And that plus the hallucination of the younger her telling her and repeating kind of Leonard's words that he was trying to manipulate her with, about how her family won't understand her, about her family doesn't want her to be in the center of attention and all of that. She eventually used her own heartbeat and her own sound inside of her to be able to break the law, and she did, and now she's out. But before that, we had 5 break up with Dolores. So he went and put Dolores back, and I thought that was hilarious. And he was like, you know, I have some growing up to do, because he missed that time while he was all by himself in the apocalypse. You know, he spent all his time in the apocalypse since the age of 13, and now he's back with his siblings now, who are now adults. You know, he has a different type of growing up to do, I guess, if that makes sense. But yeah, overall, I really enjoyed the episode. I really love the ending with Vanya. We see her eyes change. I'm just really excited to see how the finale is, what they're going to do with the finale. I'm excited to see what's going to happen. And yeah, I'm really excited to see what's going to happen. I give this episode, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10, because I really did like it, and I really liked the whole Vanya storyline. It was a little slow at some parts, mainly because, you know, it was mostly just waiting. But it did advance the whole, it's tying everything together. We got the whole tie-in with the apocalypse and Peabody tied in. Well, they think they've stopped it, but now they have this whole Vanya thing to worry about. Yeah, I don't know, but we're going to see what's going to happen. I liked the episode. I really enjoyed Vanya's storyline. I really liked the beginning of the episode, how we saw her interact with her nannies and how she killed them and how she really couldn't be controlled. And that leading to her father realizing that there wasn't anything he could do to help her control these powers, and it was best if she just thought she was ordinary. Which wasn't the smartest decision on him, because now she's turning into this. But I don't know what they could have done to help her, I guess. I feel like a good pair of soundproof headphones would have helped a little bit, you know, just have her wear them often, especially when she was like angry or stuff, so she could learn to control her emotions or something. I don't know. But she was a danger, so that's why they had her locked up. But yeah, favorite characters, I wrote them down last time. I think Klaus and Diego are my favorites, followed by the boy, Allison, because I like her, and then Vanya, and of course Pogo and Grace, and Hazel and Cha-Cha, which I think would be Pogo, Hazel, Grace, and Cha-Cha. Because I don't really like Cha-Cha. She's evil, and yeah, I don't know how to integrate the list, because I don't know what I'd do in that case. Probably Klaus, Diego, Pogo Grace, 5, no, Pogo Hazel, 5, Allison Grace, Cha-Cha. I don't know, my favorites are definitely Klaus and Diego, and Ben, of course. Ben and Klaus, I kind of grouped them together. In like terms of ranking all the characters, it's hard for me. Anyways guys, thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you want, and I will see you guys for the finale of The Umbrella Academy. Bye guys.